right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Fontamin, and welcome to today's show. Now, back on schedule with a seemingly normal stream here, a little bit later than I'd usually like, but, well, see, my sleeping hours are kind of out of order, but, I used last night, actually pretty well, I think. I sat and watched anime, which, well, guys, if you could see inside my head right now, it's kind of a task to actually sit down and calmly watch anything. I watched 7 episodes of Big O. It was nice. It still is basically Batman, but he has a giant robot, but that's fucking cool. Shut up. Anyway, right, so today, we are going to play World of Warships, and I now have the Gato, which I have been waiting for as I slowly acquire steel via the Grand Voyage event. And, it is, about what I expected, in that it is a big stupid stick that makes ships explode. Not the most amazing ship in every situation, but I know how to play it, and I correctly guessed that the way I was playing submarines is the way, I'd want to play submarines, or rather, play submarines in this game. And that Gato is the personification of that style, which is effectively a destroyer that goes underwater. The acoustic submarine, the acoustic torpedoes and, being a more stealth-oriented underwater ship like the Archerfish is still totally valid, but I found that you would have to try more. Also, that's very odd that it doesn't have any kind of alert, goddammit, fucking kick, but T-Dog, thank you for, I'm assuming, $10? I think? Right? It's the 29th, though, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got any donations, it'd be very helpful if you got them out now, so they got into this month's check. But, okay, so, is the game up? Yes, it is. Good. Fantastic. But welcome, show. Oh, well, welcome to the show. Sorry. Caffeine's still coming into my veins. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing? Well, I guess after Metal Gear is Vampire the Masquerade. Destroyer, I will be getting to that now that we have Metal Gear out of the way, which, well, it was fun. It's just that it wasn't really all that great. It was palatable is what it is. It was still entertaining, but not the most amazing, life-changing experience ever. But, well, Kadyusha bought me the game sometime early in August, and I figured, you know what? Well, it's a new game. Let's go play it. But unfortunately, yeah, that game kind of came and went almost immediately. But I just wanted to get it out of the way so I could say, hey, I finished things! Because holy shit, that eats at me. Anyway, Gato. Shark. Mouth. So, those of you who may not know anything about World of Warships are probably asking, what the hell does the Gato do? The Gato has big torpedoes. It makes things go boom. At about 22,000 damage per hit, which, is a lot. She also has 3 loaders, so she can very comfortably fire at minimum 3 torpedoes, which the loading isn't really a problem, and also I have a 20 skill captain here, and I don't have all the modules, but, well, I kind of skipped out on them, most of them being for sale, being on sale. However, I did move most of the ones over from the Balau, so we do have some modifications here. Also, wow, I hate that. Yes, this office is very nice, but I'd like to look at my boats, thank you. I should probably change the hangar, though, if I wanted that, or the port. The Arknight's Limbus event is interesting. The fights aren't that difficult outside of a couple of bosses with a bullshit status effect. Do you have to read? Destroyers, the answer, reading again to get around the status effect. Do you have to read? And once you read, it's not actually that big of a deal, but do you have to read? I hate reading. Don't need to be fancy, but effective fun. Yes. Let's go play operations, folks. Also, EA is going private after getting purchased for $55 billion by a Saudi company. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that, because Saudi Arabians, they're not going to really want to tolerate left-wing politics. But also Saudi Arabians. Oh, goody! Aegis! Get ready for huge fucking numbers! We're also going to try and do something that may actually kind of screw over my team, but will result in even more damage. Because I noticed somebody did this the other night, and it's actually kind of brilliant for getting even more damage out of this. Wow, Star Iga is... Wow. Wow. Actually, no, it's just IGA. Now, we know what that means, but IGGA isn't offensive. That's a very interesting way of doing that, though. That's not a that's not a banned word, factually. We know what we're getting at there, but that in itself is not an offensive statement. That's interesting. Once again, the people in my chat over on Kick continue to do really amazing things with figuring out what exactly the standard of the new age is. Spoiler alert, it's fucking retarded. It's retarded, it doesn't know what... It's retarded, it doesn't know what's going on, but it's constantly afraid. That's what new age politics are. Unfortunately, god damn it, I didn't actually get to see the... We have to go in there closer now. I should have waited until I have got my torpedoes loaded, because I want to hit the battleship. Obviously, the bomber plane acts as free spotting for shit you can't see, but should have immediately fired the torpedoes at the thing that I wanted to hit, rather than, tried to wait. Alright, so where's the battleship so I can get on with my fucking life here? There it is, and there's its course. Roughly about there. Actually, wait, no. Wait. I've got 3 more torpedoes! Right about there, right about there. And if those ships turn, they'll get hit by them. And now I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna send more torpedoes as I'm leaving! Shotgun. Yeah, so we're just gonna, put them right about, like there, generally in that area, and we're gonna see what happens. Good luck, torpedoes! Okay, so, 3 of those they all missed because he slowed down. Son of a bitch! You cheating AI! You cheating bullshit AI and your ability to turn. I still managed to blind shot that cruiser, though.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Okay! I fired generally in that cruiser's direction and still managed to hit him. Okay! I'm getting this German battleship, though. Fuck you, I'm getting this battleship. I'm getting this battleship and then we're leaving. Yep. Steady on course there.
Commander, we've been detected.
I'm leaving! Enjoy those! Of course, it's a German battleship, so obviously he had hydro, but it looks like those are on. Yes, those are on. And no, they're not! Son of a bitch! Unfortunately, dumbfire torpedoes are still dumbfire torpedoes. The AI can fuck with them by minorly changing their distance, or rather their speed or direction. However, in some cases, a lot of these ships do not do that. Okay, so... give the AI no ability to cheat, however, they can see me now. Because, again, the Palmer. Son of a fucking bitch. The problem there was the Palmer. Got too close, he has hydro, recipe for fucking disaster. Okay, so we're gonna... I don't think my friends are gonna be doing very... no, there's some torpedoes in there. So, you know what? We're gonna leave that alone. Actually, you know what? No. No. We need to already start moving. So, yeah, we're just gonna send them in that general direction, and I need to start actually getting into position for the convoy. Looks like those torpedoes that are on the... Yeah, okay. 2 of them... Actually, all 3 of them were on for the battleship. Fantastic. Fortunately, I'm going to run out of battery.
Low battery.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send these. And we're gonna make sure... just, gonna make sure that we're at least 6 kilometers away from literally fucking everyone so I can surface. Yep, okay, we're good. But of all the words the automod is cool with, rape is one. I don't know, man. Look, nobody knows what these are for, like what these things should be, because they change every 5 minutes. Is that a hit? That's a hit in the sunk. Wasted a couple of torpedoes, but it don't matter. You can only program a sensor or a chatbot if you have an understanding of what is, you know, too much or what is, you know, inappropriate. But what is inappropriate and what is okay changes every 5 fucking minutes, you can't do that! It's kind of a problem with today's age where no one really knows what's going on, but everyone knows they want to be in control of it, right? Right? That's a constant, right? Nobody knows what's going on anymore, and no one can agree, but what they really want is to be in control of whatever the fuck is actually happening. Right? And unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the handoff for what I want to do, because what we have to do is we have to get, like, here, while this convoy is still alive. Then we trip the 3 super ships that come in. Because that's what I noticed a destroyer did, because I was stealing all the fucking damage last night. Okay, so now I can see how the fuck you actually use a sub in this mode. Yes, you basically preempt the spawns. That's more or less exactly what it is. You just know the maps, you know the spawns, and then the men run into torpedoes. Like that. You know the spawns, you know where the enemies are going, you know their probable paths, you know exactly where to set up, and when the enemy shows up, you fire their torpedoes and the AI runs directly into them. Could this be more dynamic? Yes, it could, but torpedoes are very bad at dynamic gameplay because they're not dynamic weapons, aside from acoustics. But then if they were more dynamic and more unpredictable, you'd want to use Archerfish or like German submarines or like, well, the Thrasher, because I don't think British submarines are all that good. Just the Thrasher is actually pretty okay. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get over here somewhere. Because if we're over here, we trip a penalty spawn. And so we'll get 3 battleships, we'll get actually 6 battleships instead of 3. And that's where we make our money. But I need to get over there before the actual phase shifts over. I don't know exactly where I have to be, but I know I saw the destroyer somewhere around here, and you're not supposed to be here, and this will cause bad things to happen. Or good things, if we're here for money. Anyway, Bayer put out a memo saying about guns and football are back and gay stuff is out. No, not really. That's really the silliest fucking thing ever. But that's they're kind of right, because no one really liked the gay stuff to begin with because it was poorly written and ham-fisted and preachy and really just a terrible time and not actually entertaining for anyone aside from a liberal activists and maybe some gay people occasionally, but even gay people would admit. There we go. Even some gay people would admit, dude, this is actually really, really badly written. Please stop. Okay, so there's a Yamato, there's a Hangover, and a Satsuma. What are you doing? I'm getting money! That's what I'm doing! I'm getting money! Now we have to watch for the Hanover because he's got hydroacoustic surge. But I'm getting money! I've got more points! That cruiser is probably fucked, though. That cruiser's probably turbo fucked right now. He should not be where he is. And there are the Yamatos. Oh, speed the fuck up! Nah, damn it, I missed.
Commander, we've been detected.
Oh no! Dive! Please hit the Hanover, thank you. Right, okay, that's like 64,000 damage right there. Okay, we're in business. Now I need to get the fuck away from the super ships before they fucking kill me. Especially the goddamn Hanover, but unfortunately I was not able to actually hit the Yamato for all of that damage, but we'll make it up. There's a fucking Satsuma literally right in front of me. I need to get out of detection range in order to hit them. Come on. I got a speed boost now because, you know, that's I'm below half. I'm below 50% charge. But I actually, now I know to game this penalty spawn, because it's not really a penalty spawn. Now, sure, the rest of the team is probably gonna have an issue now, and we're gonna lose a lot of transport ships, but not if I kill everyone first.
Commander, we've been detected.
Unfortunately, that fucking Hanover and its goddamn hydroacoustic search is gonna present an interesting yep, there's the problem. Yep, there's the problem. Dive, dive, dive!
Hold below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Can the Hanover run out of hydro, please? It'd be lovely. I have 1 minute and 20 seconds to turn around and then maybe hit the Satsuma.
Commander, we've been detected.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, god damn it. Dive! Dive, 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 dive! I'm probably not gonna survive this.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
I'm alive! This is bad. This is bad, though. Oh god, god damn it. The flooding is stopping me from actually surfacing. I'm a shotgun U-1 Brev. Well, no, he's dead. Well, good news. I can probably surface without dying instantly. There's that. God damn it, everybody else is getting the damage. But hey, at least I know this actually will work, so we'll game it some other time. Okay, I just need to get this over here, and then get that over there, and then turn around immediately. There's all of those torpedoes, thank you. I am turning around immediately because I will have to surface in a handful of seconds, and I need to be at least 6 kilometers away from that fucking Yamato to not instantly die.
Battery depleted.
I don't have to surface just yet. I can go back a bit. Okay, good. We should be able to get out of this now. And it looks like, actually, most of the team... Actually, yeah, aside from that one cruiser that was, like, right there, that... Very unfortunate loss there. We're actually okay. That was more sloppy than I wanted it, but I still may get a bunch of points. Those are on! Kill him! Kill him! Good. What about you? Good, good. 300,000. That's a good game, and they're still flooding. That's still a good game. Even if we die right now, that's still an acceptable game. Unfortunately, no one's stopping the Yamato that's driving directly at the transport ships, and that might cause some issues. We might want to look into that. We might want to... I want to get that Yamato to fucking stop, guys. I want to kill that guy. That guy's literally right next to the Liberty. There's only one Liberty ship left. Actually, nope, there's still more. I just can't see them. They're outside of spawning range. Oops. Okay, looks like the first Yamato is probably dead. So we're gonna send more torpedoes towards the far Yamato. Actually, no, we're not, because they will hit the wreck now. Actually, no, they can thread that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna turn around, turning around, and probably actually maybe go for the Grossacker first before the match ends. Maybe. We might be too far away. I can actually shoot at him. I can shoot at him. I've got 16-kilometer range torps, so I can fucking shoot at him. Will the torpedoes get there? I don't know. That bomber squadron actually got a second pass because it's Yamato and it doesn't have any. The Yamato's turn. Actually, no, those still look good. Maybe? Actually, no, those are still on. Fantastic. And those last 2 torpedoes, he's turning, though. He's adjusting his course, so that might be a problem. Those might not hit him. I don't know what that last barrage of torpedoes is going to do for that Grossacker first. He may move before... I actually know the torpedoes probably aren't fast enough to even get over that. They got another fucking strike on that Yamato. Wow. Way to go, Bomber Squadron. Holy shit. Okay, they didn't get there, but I still got nearly 400,000 damage out of a hat there, and that's pretty fucking good. But yeah, so... while we're here sitting here struggling, trying to take out, like 6 different battleships, that bomber squadron's just recreating the sinking of the Musashi back there, where it's just getting pelted by aircraft repeatedly until it sinks. See, hey, yeah, I'm trying as hard as I possibly can with my big stupid black boat. Meanwhile, behind us, the tan girl is getting bullied. Not bad. Not bad for I kind of fucked up most of that. Like, I could have gotten easily another 100,000 damage out of that if more shit went my way. That's Gato, though. Yeah, unfortunately about those cruisers that walked into a whole shitload of battleships and then died because they didn't get the memo I wanted more damage. Or sorry about that, but we still won. So, I'm gonna try to do that on Aegis more because I feel like that's a lot more potential damage that we could be getting every game. Sucks to be my team, though, because they're gonna have that jump scare happen, because that's a penalty spawn. You're not supposed to do that. That's supposed to kill you, but to me, that's just more damage. Ooh, potential targets. Ooh, unfortunately, though, I'm of a class of ship that can make itself invisible, and not every ship usually can do that. So, yeah, that might be a bit of a problem to spring them on pubs, but hey, my damage. Mine. Shame about that tan girl being bullied into the seabed, but everyone likes that, right? Right, okay, I also got more voyage token. Actually, hang on here. So that's... How much do I have of that? It's 150. Have I gotten my 500 today? I don't think I have. Not sure. It doesn't really matter anyway, because I have the boat. I will start stocking up more steel. I'm probably going to keep playing.
Just gonna hit a re-up for my sub and stick around for a bit. Always gotta support a good man.
Thank you, Trash Cat. Thank you for resubscribing and welcome back to the show, sir. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna stick around. I might get the Archerfish later, just to have both good submarines. Apparently the other super awesome, amazing ship is the I-5644, but, you can't get that normally. I'm not exactly sure how you even get that. 500s are over. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. But I got all of them. I got all of them, though. I got the 1,600. I got the bonus 1,600 the other day. That's how I actually got the Gato. I was short like 50. I was short like 56 steel. And, but it was on, like, the last day was on the same day that I got the 24-day bonus. So I got that. It's really easy, though. You just log in, you play co-op battles, you send a Libertard across the map, and then you just call it a fucking day after that. You just collect your money and leave. But now I've got the ship that I actually want to play in. I'm enjoying it, even though it's not exactly the most amazingly, perfect ship in the world. And there's still some ops that it's very bad at. That was the best case scenario, but not the best case game. I fucked that up, but that was still the best case scenario. Oh, hey, look, it's the same map again. Fantastic. Aegis is the hot map, and this is the best map for submarines, I think. Like, you have a lot of utility on, like, Cherry Blossom, because you can, if you've got good acoustic torpedoes, you can, hunt destroyers. That's very helpful, especially if you want to preempt the back spawn before the, at the start of the game. For raw fucking damage, Aegis is the best op. I wish I could play Aegis all day long, but they took that away from divisions. You can only have one submarine. Okay, so now we're gonna learn from that, and we're gonna be a little bit better about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make sure I'm not in front of the fucking... I'm not behind the gearing when I want to launch my torpedoes, but I'm gonna hold the bomber squadron until I have my torpedoes loaded. And well, actually, we've got a carrier, so actually the Malta might help me out here, but just in case, I'm gonna drop the squadron the moment I have torpedoes to get the lead on whatever battleship is back there, and then, fire the torpedoes and leave. Hey, wait a minute. Someone's trying to get my Hey! It's that man. It's actually just 3 Napoles and that man. Oh, well, good, fantastic. I don't actually need to use it. Yeah, it's still 30 seconds here, but all right. So we're gonna start turning around here. But I suppose if the 500 a day steal is over, I at least got the ship that I wanted. I'll start looking for, you know, Archerfish maybe later on. But then there's also the Surcouf. My goodness, the Surcouf, it's coming. It's coming, and they've given it a spotting plane. Which, historically, yes, it did have. But, oh boy. It's going to be the most ridiculous, stupid ship you've ever seen in your entire life. It's going to be the most gimmick of all gimmick vessels. I'm just gonna fire in that general direction right there. Maybe I'll remember that going forward. Because they kind of turn and, like, stop and turn in that one spot, but it's kind of hard to tell exactly where that is. Oh, hey, look, a torpedo hit. One of them actually got there. This is a good sign. Yeah, so we're just gonna, like, about there. We're just gonna go about there, because I know they're all turning. So we're just gonna fire it about there and see what happens. Okay, those missed. Actually, no, those... no, those have missed. I don't think they're gonna hit that destroyer. Though, that one might hit. Okay, there's a hit. Sometimes you are just pissing torpedoes into the wind and seeing what happens. That is a thing you do. Okay, battleship in the center of the formation there. Turn the beat around. I don't use that increased, like, the steering and dive, enhancement. I don't do it, but I might as well use it right now. Because that's kind of what it is. Even though it doesn't make you turn faster, it just makes the, the planes on the dive planes and the rudder change, move faster, but it doesn't make you actually turn faster. It makes you start turning faster. This Napoli is kind of... Good thing he's got, smoke, because he's not looking too hot. I will continue pissing torpedoes into the wind. Those look like they're good. They're moving. They're, Dan, 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 flooding? I got one! Alright, so now we're gonna try and preempt the spawn here. We're trying to get this guy, and we're gonna shoot the torpedo. We're gonna fire the torpedoes through the gap. So yeah, they're picking up speed. That's the one thing you gotta worry about, because when they change speed, that's what fucks up your aim, when they start changing speed. We're gonna guess there, because that's the only place we're gonna be able to hit them anyway. Okay, we're gonna leave the rest of this formation to the rest of the team.
This is Task Force Commander. I'm up against huge enemy forces. Requesting support.
Okay, so we're gonna take a shot at this Ozma over here. And then we're gonna turn back around.
Aircraft proceeding to assist. Arrive in 5 minutes.
We're gonna surface, turn back around, and then try to go for the penalty. But it's not a penalty. It's your free gift for playing a submarine. And I suppose, considering that these guys are over here, maybe we could just kind of throw that guy over here. I should be more liberally using the bomber squadron just to do more damage. Okay, so those guys, I'm not going to get another hit on any of those guys. As you can see, they're behind the rock. So you only get one shot on those guys. Will we hit, though? No, that was the bomber squadron. We missed the first wave. Son of a whore. All right, well, maybe we'll get the second one. You see, they increase speed just a little bit, and they can, like, when they spawn, they're not going the right speed. They're not going the maximum speed, so they pick up speed. So you can't shoot to them right as they spawn, or you'll miss, because they'll pick up speed or change speed. Those look on. There we go. Okay, 50,000 damage into the bank. That's the rest of the team's problem, though, and now I'm going to try and one-shot the Hanover, because holy fucking shit, that hydroacoustic search was really annoying! So that thing dies first. Okay, so we're gonna try and move away. If my team wanted to help me out here, they can shoot this guy. You know.
All stations.
So I can
position of
surface.
strategic target.
It'd be nice if you just shot that one guy in particular. Thank you, T-Dog. If you're listening out there, if you could just kill that guy so I don't have any targets within 6 kilometers and I could save my fucking battery. If you could just blap him. If you could just blap him real good. Thank you! I will now go for the penalty spawn. Don't shoot the other guys too fast. In fact, stop shooting. You'll make more damage if I get away with this. Stop shooting entirely. Saw your post about getting traction on TikTok. Yeah, it's surprisingly going fairly well. Stop killing him. You fools! Ah!
Dash it all.
You wait, no, it's the other one. Oh. You dum-dums missed out on, like, fucking, like, 400,000 extra damage. Joke's on you, I'm eating both Yamatos. You gotta be careful about that. You can probably do that way more, like, accurately in divisions, but you gotta be careful for it, too, because it's 3 super ship. Well, 2 super ships and a Yamato. You gotta be, you gotta watch that. It's like we're suddenly playing, you know, flagship ops again. That might be a little bit ahead, because I didn't notice the Pipper was a little too fast, but hey, if they're gaining speed, then that means I'll hit them. Unless they slow down, in which case all of those torps are going to miss, which is going to be very, very sad. So if they could not miss, it would be absolutely lovely. They look like they're on, they're in, they're going, and it's center mass. Fantastic, 300,000 damage. We are already basically where we were last game, but unfortunately, we're not going to have the amazing, ridiculous, you know, bonus damage to get us over to like 600k. I've got another barrage of torpedoes. It's yours for free. That's another 20-ish thousand damage. Now to bully this Yamato until it fucking dies. So that's, he looks like he's gonna need at least 1 more torpedo. The torpedo protection is gonna reduce the damage though, so I need to hit him probably, yeah, I'm probably gonna need another torpedo in there. At least another one, even though the maximum roll is, 22,000?
Blue battery.
We're gonna need more than that. That torp might actually kill, those 2 might kill him. If they hit him. It's going. Yay! I'm running out of battery, though, so we've got to be careful about this, but... Turn. He's getting close. Turn. Break. Okay, we're good. Here, have another bomber squadron. He's probably... okay, those torpedoes did clear the wreck. Good, they're on point. Get him! Bully the tan girl again! 13,000 damage. That was basically a free torpedo. And if the bomber squadron comes back, he's probably dead. I can actually surface now. I don't really need to be any closer because that Grossacker First is actually still in range. I have no idea if these are going to hit, but you know what? Oh well, the bomber squadron can probably sink the Yamato over there. Actually, no, wait. Oh. Donk! Nope, that's a fire. He's probably fucked now. Yep, thanks guys! 800, 500. Oh, he stole the kill at the last second with secondary fire. Oh well, nearly 500,000 damage. It would have been like 700 to 800,000 damage if I got the penalty spawn though. But oh well, not every game's gonna be perfect, but that's the potential damage you have in this thing. This is why this is good, and this is why it's an easy way, or rather, a more natural, what's the word I'm looking for here? Intuitive way of playing a submarine, because you just spit torpedoes at people and do damage. Haha. It comes to you more easily than trying to do like the sonar and the acoustic torpedo game, because that's a lot of work, and in a lot of cases where you need to use that, you just don't get the damage out of it. Somewhat of a flaw. They were at the buzzer. I don't think I got that damage. I heard it. It hit him. It's that. Hey, I did get that. Hey, 1 torpedo hit. 500,000. That's a fantastic fucking game. Where did I wind up on this? Yeah, yep. This is my boomstick. Yep. It's a Gato class submarine. Or Gato, as apparently it's pronounced, but Solomon, I have returned. Yeah, so that's Gato hours. Again, that was not the best case scenario, but 500,000 fucking damage is still pretty fucking good, right? That's actually great. Other surface ships struggle to hit that. So, now you see the strengths of this boat. It's somewhat hard to get into the absolute peak scenario to play this boat, like, to its absolute limits. But the door is open. And if you even kind of sort of do your play right, your map strategy, like, I've got the map strategy down pat for Aegis. Like, I'm slowly editing it, like adding that penalty spawn. It's not exactly fantastic all the time, not perfect. But if you come up with a map strategy and you play it well in this boat, if you do anything right, you're getting a 200,000 damage game, and you're gonna be fine. Ah!
Solomon Islands, I have returned.
Thank you for the $35, Martin. I think that's what it is. Yes, right? Yes, thank you for the donation, Martin. And yes, the Solomon Islands, I have returned, even though, that entire thing was about a Japanese destroyer, not a submarine, but fuck you, it's named it's named Gato. I'm Annabelle Gato. Ha ha ha! It's also got giant torpedoes, so it's kind of like the GPO-2's nuke launcher. Ha 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 ha! 35? Huh? Did that say 35? Did it say 55? What was that? Huh? It's too small for me to see, Martin! I don't have the window up! Actually, I do, but it's too small. How much did you donate, sir?
The base is under attack. Impede the enemy's advance until the main
No, I sent 5.
forces arrive.
Did it? It looked like there were 5 digits there. Or, no, not 5 I'm an idiot. 3 digits. It looked like 3 digits. I saw a dollar sign and, like, what I thought was a 5, but it looked like a 3 in there? I'm an idiot. Good God, I'm not it's not a special night or anything. I'm poor. We're all poor, but thank you anyway. Every little bit helps. Hello, Eggroll.
Forces, provide cover for that target.
This map I'm not entirely square on because it's a big mess, but I have torpedoes with tremendous range so that I may be able to do things. But we want to preempt the way our teammates are shooting.
Provide cover for that target.
So we don't want to shoot the target that's directly in front, you know, that's going to be focused. We don't want to do that because by the time the torpedoes get to the target, our allies will have either killed it or stolen all the damage. So we do not wish to do that.
All stations.
I think 3 torpedoes would be sufficient to kill that target anyway. No one's shooting at that rune, though, so he's going to get the other swath of torpedoes. Who's pinging me? Who? What? Where? Those look on. Come on! Oh, he turned a little. Ah! Sir! Sir, what are you doing? You're dying. Sir, what exactly are you...
All stations, protect that target.
Sir, what are you doing, sir? You're literally Sir, you are going to die. Nope, that's not gonna work either.
Commander, we've been detected.
Oh, no. Oh, no! That's the hydroacoustic surge. Dive! 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 Dive!
Torpedoes to starboard.
The depth charge planes were shot down? Question mark? Hey! I at least got one hit in there. Unfortunately, we lost. Hang on here. Okay, we're good. I may have to bring out the acoustic homing, even though they only have like 6-kilometer range.
Support ship bridge battery 1.
You can't. They're not useless.
Destroy all enemy forces before the principal
You can still use them, and sometimes you have to.
retreat to the base.
You're playing basically a giant sniper rifle with torpedoes. More or less, yes. Unfortunately, you're playing it's a sniper rifle with torpedoes. Or rather, a sniper rifle with bullets that move very slowly, so people can move out of the way. So you have to lead your shots, and if people deviate from the path you've let, you miss. So yes, it is basically like, using a Barrett 50 cal with, and watching the bullets move very slowly. If they hit them, though, they're dead. Okay, so we're just gonna spew those torpedoes at both of them. Hopefully they if they don't hit the battleship, hopefully they miss and hit the cruiser. Also, oh my god, those were acoustics, weren't they? Son of a bitch, I didn't... Sometimes you do that. Those are, yep, sometimes you do that. It's really annoying when you do that, but sometimes you do that. Sometimes you forget which fucking torps you've got loaded. Oops.
Low battery.
Oh well, I've got a surface anyway. I shouldn't be anywhere near them anyway. I've got the range to shoot them from back here. Okay, if that squadron comes back around, I should be able to get that Kitagazi before everybody kills him? Nope, no, he's gonna be dead by the time it gets there. Unless everybody fucks it up. Nope, the squadron got shut down. Here's more torpedo. That Amagi is still alive. What are you chumps doing? Yeah, he's dead. I don't got any problems. Nobody's gonna spot me. Everything's great. I just need to make this turn here. Yeah, come on, make this. Some of those might be off, but hey, if he speeds up, they both turned. What a fucking joke. Good thing I don't have ammo though. You see, here the targets don't move in exactly straight lines. They move around a little bit. You kind of have to wait for them to get into a certain area in order to actually shoot them effectively. But that takes time, though, right? You can't really wait for that, because if you wait for that, everybody will steal the fucking damage. You won't get any points!
Is about to be launched.
So this is the struggle of a submarine. I've got to wait, and the Amagi has sped up and changed direction again. All right, you're getting 3 torpedoes because that's as much health as you have. That's as much health as you have left. And as you can see here, hey, those torpedoes aren't gonna hit the target, but they look like they're going to on the map. Yeah, this is like badly desynced, I've started to notice. Yep, okay, he's 1 torpedo. If it gets reduced, maybe 2, but he's probably gonna be dead by the time those torpedoes get to him. Wait, no, actually I might get that. I might be able to get that, unless he gets Citadel like right now. Nope. Oh, yeah. There we go.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
One of the advantages of the acoustic homing torps, especially with the archerfish and also the Gato, but the Gato's range is severely nerfed. The archerfish's homing torps go like 98 knots if you fully upgrade them. So that gets around the whole, I have to wait until the torpedoes hit the target. But then again, they're also tracking, so why do they need to move very fast? Well, they need to move fast because if they're tracking and they're moving too slow, they're never going to hit anything, right? So that, I guess that's why they need to move that fast, but at the end of the day, they're also doing less damage. But here, we have lots of damage, poor accuracy. The other end is smaller amounts of damage with guidance. That's kind of the trade-off here. I don't think this is easier to play, but I don't think it invalidates the archerfish or maybe like German submarines as well. They're just less effective. Like, in terms of shock value, you need to try harder to get them to work. That's their thing, which is why I didn't really want to get the archerfish, even though everyone's like, hey, the archerfish is actually better. I don't want to get it because I feel like I have to try really hard in order to get it to work. And I didn't feel like it. No, I just want a big angry shark with fucking torpedoes. Those missed! Minor change in speed, even though they look like they're still going into the target! Navigator, you lying bitch. I'm not gonna get anything from that spawn, and that annoys the shit out of me. Where is that guy going? Where's he going? What's he doing? I guess the only thing I'm gonna be able to do is farm the Satsuma and the Yamato, and that's the only damage I'm getting out of this game. Because I was just not in a position and my torpedo strikes did not hit the targets. Although it looks like, yeah, no, so our team's gonna fuck this up pretty dramatically. Wow, holy shit, guys, whoa. Yeah, Yeah, so that guy's gonna get into the cab. He's gonna be moving too fast for me to fucking hit, though. Yes. Guys, you done goofed. You better Citadel his ass right now. You do it fucking live. You done goofed. I cannot hit any of those targets. Oh no. Oh no! That's the fucking rune, isn't it? Or the Hindenburg, one of the two. Ah!
Reconnaissance reporting. Principal attack is underway.
The ship is on fire.
That is actually not that much damage.
Craft carrier entered the combat zone. Destroy her.
Yeah, so that's botched. Unfortunately, I don't have a guaranteed concise plan for every map of the ship yet, but I'm learning. Hey, I only got it yesterday. I only played like 3 matches in it. This, I'm not sure how to do this, and like Ultimate Frontier is also something that I'm still struggling with, but also kind of learning. I've got an attack plan. It's called Southern Rooster, where you just sit in the southern part of the map. So you hit the initial spawns, and then you go stalk the aircraft carrier, and then you go wait for the spawns that come through the center at the end of the game, and that's your whole fucking game. So yeah, I feel like you need to come up with some kind of attack plan that's similar in order to get anything done here. Okay, can I hit the Yamato? Will I be able to hit the Yamato? Actually, I can hit the Yamato if he continues course, which he will, because he has to come through this area. So what we could do is actually, yeah, just kind of come over here and then... Additionally, you know, once again, the bomber squadron's reenacting the sinking of the Musashi is working out well there. Bully the tan girl until she submits. Unfortunately, it looks like my team is crumpling like, you know, a wet paper bag. That might, you know, that might cause some problems for winning. That might be not conducive to victory. That's gonna be an issue. Hopefully those torps hit the Yamato, though. Those look like they'd be on. If he keeps speed... Wait, no, I saw the shots. Those look like they might be on. I saw the tracer fire. They are on, actually, all but 3 of them? 2 of them. All right, so 4 out of 6. Not bad. I actually did damage. Yeah, so now I'm gonna sail over here, shooting at the Satsuma, and that's it. That is the whole game. I am probably gonna sail underneath the Satsuma and continue shooting him, because I don't think we can win this, guys. Okay, he is moving so slowly that those torps are gonna hit him, but I know he's gonna turn. So I've gotta wait for that. Those torps will hit him, though. He's turning into them. Now, well, there's the turn. He's turning into the torps, though, which... What was the plan here? Okay, the Yamato... Okay, if I shotgun the Satsuma, he will die, but then... Wait a minute. If I simply turn the boat and use the stern tubes on the Yamato, I can save the shotgun for the Satsuma. Ha ha ha! I have torpedoes on both sides of the boat. I have unlimited power! You know, as long as he isn't turning. He shouldn't die. He shouldn't die. Those are good. Those are good. He can't get away from those. He shouldn't die. Toodaloo, motherfucker! How are you still alive? Well, is Yamato gonna get hit? No, the Yamato missed. How are you still alive? Is your torpedo protection that good? Goodness gracious. Okay. Now, I don't think he's going to turn. I have to get up the periscope depth, and I think I'm out of range. Yeah, it's 2-1. So I'm out of range just for him to... Yep. That should be enough to kill him.
Low battery.
You know, in a sane world, where ships die when you torpedo them, you know, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, you know, in the rest of the world right now. It's pretty crazy, but, you know, when you torpedo ships, they usually die. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Ate her whole ass.
Enemy
The
battleship
entire
destroyed.
ass. 100% of that ass. Okay, so yeah, now, it's gonna be rather daring for the rest of my team. I don't even think I can... Yeah, no, I don't gotta... Wait, maybe I can... No, I'd have to get around the...
Battery depleted.
Chat, how are we gonna get ourselves out of this one? Because I can't fucking torp any of these targets! Also, I gotta surface, or I'm never gonna have any battery to survive this. Chat, how are we gonna get ourselves out of this one? This is real sketchy,
Battle ends in
Chat.
5 minutes.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty bad play here. Because the Pryushin is going to slow down in there, so I'm not gonna be able to hit him, and he's also aiming at the other side of an island. He's never gonna stay there. The Yamato is also dead smack behind an island. I can't fucking shoot them! Deck gun? Well, you know, I think it's a secondary, actually. I think the deck gun actually works as a secondary, but that's not... Nope. Well, actually, no, we're not dead yet. We're just mostly dead. We are not dead yet, we're just mostly dead. I think I could probably take out the Yamato, though, but it looks like that whole horde of torpedoes will probably get him. I can probably, if the Pryushin doesn't kill everything, I can probably sink it. You missed the Yamato, the Yamato is still okay. Well, we can fix that. I don't know if I can fix everything, though, so... Jinan, you're gonna have to fix something here. I don't know what else we've got, though. Actually, no, those are good, okay. You fix... All right, we've got a plan. However, it's kind of a sketchy one. I don't know how to hit that Pryushin from this distance, though, unless he turns.
Commander. All port structures destroyed.
No, we've got the Liberty ship and the forts. We can hold this. I don't have the torps. Actually, you know, well, see, what I could do is I can hit him with the... Actually, I have to get closer anyway. Nah, fuck it, all in. Nah, man. Solomon, I have returned. I can get him. If I just clear the island. I just gotta clear the rocks. He's coming to a dead stop.
Commander, we've been detected.
Solomon, I have returned! Wow, cinematic. Get him!
We've been detected.
Get him! Get him! Kill him! Kill him! Sink the son of a bitch! Kill him! Kill him! Sink him! Kill him! Get him! Get him! Yeah! And the day was saved. It just took me, a crazy man with nuclear weapons. That depth charge did not have a chance to go off. Yeah! The episode ended before I died. Okay, hats off to that Jinan for actually surviving and it giving me a chance to do anything. But yes, I shotgun. That is what I do. Big shark, huge torpedo, much bang. Yeah, that was a sketchy ass game, but you know what? Instead of actually, you know what? That's 340,000 damage. That's actually pretty good, actually. That's an acceptable game. Even though we felt like we were doing terribly, we actually still saved the game at the end of the day because shotgun. This is my boomstick! It goes whoosh and bang. See, I like this boat. I'm glad I got this boat. It's very clumsy. It really only does, you know, big slow torpedo, much bang, but it's funny. This is how I was playing submarines in a way. This is the K1, you know, the Russian tier 10, but better in every way aside from raw speed. But in case of, you know, aside from speed, you know, that's still a situation. You can get to like 45 knots in the K1, but you have to activate captain skills to do that. You have to be at like under half battery. There's a way of playing that. In a way, this is the same thing, but a little bit more comfortable. Like, sure, I can't go 44 knots, but I have 16-kilometer range torpedoes. So I can still damage people without being close to them. And if I'm not close to them, I won't need the speed to escape either. So if I don't need the speed to get into the situation to fire, I don't need it to get out of it because I'm not in it. So basically, if you like the K1 or any of the, you know, the other, you know, beat stick shotgunners, you're going to like the Gato. The Gato's fantastic. The Archerfish and like German submarines and like, again, I keep saying the Thrasher, the tier 10 British one. Those are more finesse weapons that require you to use the sonar and acoustic homing torpedoes, and they probably have they have more precision. They can be useful in more situations, but I feel like when you're playing in public ops, you're not really rewarded for that. Like, it's basically just a damage contest. But if you're playing seriously, competitively, you're gonna want something like an Archerfish or maybe a German submarine. Or, again, the Thrasher. There's two sides of this coin here. You're gonna want that, because the submarine player will be able to, like, sonar ping people to get them to use their, you know, repair party, you know, before they're actually damaged, meaning that fires and flooding are gonna stick. And, you know, that goes for the submarine and everybody who's shooting at the target, so that's good for team support. And then, on top of that, you're gonna be able to use the homing torpedoes to kill destroyers and cruisers that are moving in unpredictable ways. The problem is, though, in a submarine currently, most situations, it's not worth the damage. It's a lot of busy work, and the rewards you get out of it aren't really that big of a deal. Meanwhile, you have the big stupid shotgun here. For public players, I think this is actually probably the way to go, or at least the way I felt it, but if we're being really brainy, I'm probably going to pick up the Archerfish. But what am I saying? The only submarine I'm going to main after this is the Surcouf, because the Surcouf is the ultimate vessel.
Enemies advance until the
clearly the Surcouf is the ultimate warship.
Not to lose a single ship and save our base structures from destruction.
The benefits, all the benefits of a surface ship, but with the ability to submerge.
The outer radius of defense.
It's clearly perfect. It's clearly the future of warfare until the Washington Treaty closed that loophole immediately. But it totally is going to be amazing. It's probably going to be the most, like, uncomfortable thing in the universe to actually play. But you know what? I will do it because I think it's cool. Time to play sneaky boats. Yes, sneaky boats with a giant gun.
This is Base Commander. Support ship approaching the second battery line.
I don't even think... Yeah, no, I can't actually... Be that one? I gotta pick one that they're not shooting at. So I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna try and cruise over here, and I'm gonna try and say, like, the Hipper or the York. Because I can't hit anyone else. I'm gonna have to submerge, too. But I'm already too close, because if they get hydroacoustic search, I'm gonna have, like, 4 depth charge planes firing at me, and that's not good! Even though that we saw that the base AA is actually pretty good at knocking out those planes. Which I hadn't actually considered. You're actually defended them.
Commander, we've been detected.
There we go. Yep. Yep. They still got their depth charges off, so they have to be in the base, but they're too far away to actually hurt me. Thank you. Yeah, that would have been bad, but, well, I done got away with it. It looks like if that ship continues moving at speed, I will be able to hit it with all those torpedoes. Will I get it? Son of a bit. Oh, well, I got the boat. I got the boat!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Torpedoes astern.
Wow. Okay, good. Okay, so there's a... okay, so yeah, it is really right next to the forts. Fantastic. I got away with it! We sunk a Hipper. We got fucking Huygen.
Support ship breach battery.
Of all people, Huygen. Or if we're being entirely accurate, we don't always have to call up Huygen. We could always remember the palette swap. Or the Oscar if you're Azur Lane. If you're more Azur Lane brained, it's just Oscar.
Attention. Destroy all enemy forces before the principal attack is launched and secure the carriers.
Oh, the Fred. Oh. Well, who are you gonna shoot at? Because you're gonna pull in front of my fucking torpedoes. I'm gonna shoot at the fucking Amagi. And I want to get it near the Freddy because the Freddy's has Hydro. And that means he's gonna see me. Okay, so where are you shooting? I'm assuming you're shooting at the Freddy there, Hollandaise sauce. Haha, hee hee, ho ho. Cooking joke. Okay, so those shots might stick on the Amagi if he continues moving. No, they're not. Actually, they're completely off because he changed heading. Those are completely off. None of those are going to hit. God damn it. Anyway, I know they're gonna turn in, so you know what? Let's just pre-bracket here, see if we can hit him like that. Because that's really, now we're just guessing. Ow, those were meant for you, you asshole. I hope you appreciate that. Oh. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Oof. Oof. That is an oof. Those are still heading towards the boats, though. Those might actually Nick that? Yep, well, how about that? Those are the blind torps. Those are actually aimed. He's gonna ram into those. Well, one of them, I think. Right? Nope. They turned. Nope. Alright, well, where are you going, guys? Well, you're moving too fast, actually. I'm gonna assume you keep going that direction, and I hope to God I'm gonna hit you.
Reconnaissance reporting. Third attack is about to be launched.
Continue going that it's the well, now I know it's about 6 clicks. Hit him. Hooray!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
The ship is on fire.
Oof.
We're holed below the waterline. We're
Yeah, so
flooding
it was
quickly.
it was about 5-8 that I got detected. That hurt a lot, but I'm alive. And now this is probably gonna have to be one of those times where I actually have to pull out. Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to pull out the fucking
Problem
homing
solved,
torps. I'm gonna actually have to pull out the fucking homing torps because I can't actually shoot. Well, you know, they still work. There's your 2 hits. There you go. And there you go. That might actually result in a kill, too. Yeah, actually, no. That's enough. That's double damage and enough torps. Effectively a kill. I don't got a lot of time here, though. And also don't got a lot of got really any torpedoes. This is gonna be interesting. The ping. And he's still got his repair party up. And I'm too close for those torpedoes to guide. Ping. And that ping. Ping. 2 ping. Insufficient range. All right, so what's the minimum? It's like, oh yeah, okay, so it's 1.5 clicks.
Low battery.
1.5 clicks for the torps to actually guide on target. Good to know. That's the minimum range. I've got to get out of here, though. That man's out of range. You see, see, 6 kilometers is also my, it's also my sonar range. Because my sonar is very bad. Even though that doesn't make any sense, and it's completely gamified. But, yep. We're actually doing much better than the last game, though, in terms of, like, where we are in the game right now, because I've got almost 200,000 damage. I'm contributing. We have unfortunately lost both destroyers on our fucking team.
Battery depleted.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. He can see me. Oh, that's not good. He can see me. That is not good. He can see me. And, of course, the ping was cleared. Eat torp. Eat more torp. That's 2 pings. He actually will die. How about that? He's also in a cloud, so he can't fucking see me. I got him.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
See, the homing torps on the Gato aren't worthless, but you kind of have to be forced into a corner to really use them.
This is Base Commander. All batteries restored successfully. Support ship returning to base.
She's also not really conducive to this because she doesn't have the largest depth capacity. Archerfish is better about this because apparently, as I've heard, you can actually build the battery to last 7 minutes or more. Which is really fucking good for remaining under the sea. Here we have to gain recharge rate, which is actually pretty okay, but not as fast as the K1.
Our defenses are overrun by the enemy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go again.
Assets reporting. Principal attack is
I guess nobody can play Newport. Okay, though. It's time to, pull a rabbit out of a hat again, I guess. I guess I'm gonna have to wait. I'm just gonna have to wait. Because I could go for the Yamato, maybe? But I have to get recharge. I think I'm gonna have to actually sit back and wait. Oh yeah, no, oh no. Oh, no. It's just me and a conqueror with less than half of his health. Oh, we are so fucking dead. Oh, no, this is not gonna work. No, never in a million years is this going to work. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna link up with this submarine tender over here, and we're gonna take on some supplies, maybe pick up some ice cream, and I'm just gonna disappear underneath the waves. That's me. I'm retreating from the battle. Yes, I'm going to the map boundary, and I'm just disappearing after, launching a spread at the, the Yamato. Because, oh god, he's already dead. He is already dead? Oh no. Give me the fucking ice cream so I can leave. I'm pulling alongside. Fucking throw the bins of ice cream overboard. Come on. Come on! Any moment now, I'm gonna hear "You Are the Last Hope," and it's gonna inspire laughter, not courage. Any moment now. Any second now. It's coming. I can feel it. Any second now. There's literally nothing.
Direct front.
Where is it? Is it not even saying I'm the last hope? Does it not even believe? Is the voice actor not feeling it? Is the announcer just not feeling it today? Is that what it is? I'm gonna get really close and I'm just gonna shotgun this man to death. Oh, we are so fucking dead, though. I don't know where he's gonna wind up, but you know what? We're just gonna take the guess. Nope, he's slowing down. Limbo lower now!
Commander, we've been detected.
Limbo lower!
This is Base Command.
Oh, I fucking killed him. How did that hurt me?
We're hull below the waterline.
Yes, I know concussive waves travel, more effectively in water, but how the fuck did that hit me? Oh, we are so fucked, though. Oh, we are so gargantuanly fucked.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, this is gonna be, this is gonna be bad. The only thing I can do is spew torpedoes at people and hope to God I will hit them. Just call in the bomber squadron and keep, prairie fire. Final protective fire! Call in everything! I might be able to farm the battleships for enough points, though. Might get a couple of destroyer kills while I'm at it. Oh no. Oh, that's a wall.
This is Base Commander. Transport ships
Oh no, I don't even. Yep. Look. I'm leaving? Good day? And that's when I left. I thought you wanted more targets, good. I also wanted a team that wouldn't fail the mission so that I could actually win. But you know what? Yep. And then I left. I had full battery. We could just leave. Yep. Yep. Officially not my fault. I left. I proceeded to go underwater, and I left via the return line on the map boundary. Yep, Headed back to base. Going to Hawaii. Got it just in time for you to lose. Yeah, that was probably not my fault. Can't blame me for that. Also, as you can see, if you've noticed here, so right after I bought the Gato, I opened my crate for today, and I got the revolver patch, which yeah, it's very apt. You know, a bloody revolver cylinder. Yeah, it's kind of what the boat is. So I just kind of put that over there. So I'm gonna keep that because I believe that is me in a submarine. It's just a really big fucking revolver. Mill Commander, thank you for subscribing. I'm assuming on YouTube because I didn't see any alerts anywhere else. Right? Where was that? That was in fact on YouTube. Welcome to the show, sir. It's Newport again. Ah! Why can't I escape? Who's here? It's none of the people that I know. Off the top of my head. Stand
by for action.
This is
The enemy's advance until the main fleet forces arrive.
this is hell, isn't it?
This is Base Commander. Good luck. Try not to lose a single ship and save our base structures from destruction. Reconnaissance data suggests the principal attack will be launched in 10 minutes. If the outer radius of defense is broken, the attack will begin.
Do you feel lucky, Punk? Are those torps actually going to hit you? Were they led properly? Were you going 25 knots or 22? Do you feel lucky? But unfortunately, yes, I'm stuck here in this hell called Naval Station Newport with the shark. That isn't a cute girl. Very sad.
This is Base Commander. Support ship approaching.
But unfortunately, if you look outside your window, we're kind of short on escapist fantasies here. So it's a bad time. We gotta ration those.
Requesting assistance.
Wow, okay, shit. Those actually got a strike off. Okay, the York is gonna be in range, so... I cannot get any closer! Yeah, that's it. That's about it. I'm going in anyway. Push to the limit. The York's gonna die before those torps get to him. God damn it! Alright, I guess we're killing the Hipper again. The Amalfi is not gonna be online by the time we actually turn around. Yeah, it's gonna be the Hipper. Okay!
Affirmative.
Barkeep, another Oscar. Wow, shit. Whoa! Do you have any torpedo protection at all?
Reconnaissance reporting. Second attack launched.
Holy shit! 2 torpedoes and 75% of her health?
Attention. Destroy all enemy forces before the principal
Oh,
attack
oh,
is launched.
yeah! Whoa! I don't know where those came from, but that got a little close.
Restoring the battery.
I suspect that the more acoustically homing inclined submarines, Tylenol Americans, you call them. Get it? Acoustic, autistic, Tylenol. Right? Anyway, what I was going to say was, I assume that they are also better in those clutch situations because you have a better position to attack from while you're underwater, so if you have super good hydro, super good acoustic torps, super good acoustic torps, and a sonar, you can attack more. Hey, do you have Flucky as a sub-commander? No, I don't. The only commander that I actually know is, like, damn near actually, like, required is, whatchamacallit, Luchins for German ships, because its secondaries get even stronger. I don't know about any other commanders that are actually situationally effective. Like, I don't know any other commander that makes anything else sing. Turn the boat. Okay, he's turning the boat. Actually, they're bumping into each other, so that actually might play to my advantage. Hang on here. Or the Brindisi might just catch the torpedoes by being a moron. Let's find out. I think the Brindisi will actually act like a snowplow for the torpedoes. Get down, Mr. President! Yeah, he did, actually. Actually, no, I stole Nick Kennedy there. Uh-oh.
We're hull below the waterline. Flooding
Ow.
quickly.
Okay, that flooding is sticking as well, too. That's funny. Okay, so, ping. Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. Now, how long's the damage control party? Because I can sit here all day. Ping. Nope. Okay, now it's gone.
Reconnaissance reporting.
Ping.
Our attack is about to be launched.
Get those tubes, get those torps out of the fucking tube. Ping. That will result in a kill. Oh, hi there. Ping.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Ping. He'll die. Ping. There we go. Damage. Whoa, damage. Ping.
Thanks.
Bing! Well, they're dead. Okay, then. So that works. So actually, yeah, diving in there and mixing it up with homing torpedoes actually does work. So that's probably a better way of doing that. Like, trying to dumbfire those guys as they start to move around. They're not terribly fast, so yeah, maybe that's just a better way of doing that. Because now I know my minimum range is 1.5 in order to actually get the torps off the tubes. So, maybe that's just a better way of dealing with waves like that, because you could just dive in and then, you know, it doesn't matter if you're, you know, how slow the dumbfire torps are. You could still do damage and still be effective and still be contributing. She's not supposed to be fighting like that. That's what the Archerfish is supposed to be good at, but she can do that. Hey, Bomber Squadron, could you attack the thing I told you to attack instead of flying around like a bunch of retards? No? Okay, well, you tried. Here I go again. Actually well timed, because he lost his damage control party. Two pings, you're dead. See, that feels nice, but I'm not really getting very much out of that kill, because there's just so little damage there. Even if I get a bonus XP at the end of the day for getting the kill, because the kill ribbon does mean something. But in this case, I'm not getting anything else, so I might as well pick that up, right? There's nothing else I can get. But in that situation, like, going after destroyers like that, honestly, most of the time you just avoid it. Because, yeah, you could, but you're wasting time, you're wasting battery, you're wasting torpedo shots that you could be getting more damage out of.
Commander, we've been detected.
Oh no. Right, that's 5 clit. Oh no. Dive! Dive, 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 dive. Okay, not all of those are gonna hit me, but one of them is.
We're hull below the waterline.
Clunk.
We're flooding quickly.
He's probably gonna be dead. You're going around the island. Just in case you somehow don't die. Here's another one. Oh, I probably should have shot him anyway, but he was behind a ship. Oops. I hadn't realized he was on the line. Whoops. However, the surface ships can see that, and they should probably be focus firing the destroyers. Man, that's 3 for 3 we failed to hold until the end. My goodness. Alright, I guess I'm going to go destroy the Satsuma. Or, I leave? Because that's really it. Not that it's anything significant with Trump's son-in-law, but it's funny. It's a funny idea if it leads to MGGA. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with the Saudi Arabian purchase because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, the Saudi Arabians are probably not going to be tolerant of the left-wing activists that are currently ruining most of video games. And you know that's true. Anyone who denies at this point is really either stupid, but there aren't that many of them many of those people left because stupid knows how much pain it's in now, and stupid's now changing its opinions, looking around for new answers. Or you're, a left-wing activist yourself that doesn't want to admit that you suck. Those are the two camps that will not, that will disagree with, oh, left-wing activists aren't ruining anything. That's just, MAGA oppression, or some shit like that. So the Saudis aren't going to be too tolerant of that. So, they will likely slap the shit out of them if they try to promote that sort of thing, because Saudi Arabia. Do you think Saudi Arabia cares about left-wing policies? No. Do you think Saudi Arabians are going to care about promoting gay people? No. So, that's at least, something that may improve their products overall. Do I trust the Saudi Arabians to run a tight ship, though? No. Do I trust them to be actually really good at anything aside from keeping the lefties down? No. So, I'm not sure what to make of it, other than it will probably get rid of the problems today. The immediate prevailing problems, but as for anything else, can't tell you. Also, god damn it, which one? It was one of them damn dastardly German cruisers. Oh, that's a lot of them. Uh-oh. No, no. Oh!
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
Oh, yep. That's what happens when they launch too many. It was the fucking Clausewitz. Will I get that damage, though? It looks like it. That's okay. 2,500. That's comparable. That's okay. I oops, though. Oh, well. I should have been submerged, but... yeah, fucking Clausewitz. Though, granted, I should have been firing from long range anyway, but I was trying to get in range. And in range so they couldn't move out of the way of the torpedoes, which, even if you do have the long range, you still have to get closer. Because the AI isn't that predictable all of the time. Like, you can get away with that shit on Aegis, because the AI moves in straight lines for the most part. Newport, not so much. So, the range of the dumbfire torps is... not exactly ideal, mainly because they're just so fucking slow. Like, they take forever to cross that distance, so the AI has to cooperate entirely all the way to the target. So that's not exactly fantastic, but I suppose Newport, Archerfish would be better at Newport. This is probably going to be the final nail in the coffin for EA. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a coffin. You know, I don't think it'll kill them, but I don't think they're going to be doing anything terribly well. Gundry was talking about Trump's son-in-law being involved with the purchase. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I didn't know about that. But so my problem is that the Western entertainment industry has such a just a disastrous fucking problem right now with actually doing the things that people want to do. It's not just in video games, it's movies, it's entertainment in general. They're all retarded, and they're just continuing to do things that don't work, and they're listening to people that are egging them on because those people want the visibility for their activism and not success. So they're in this fucking feedback loop where it's like, say, hey, I'm producing work that my girlfriend likes, but it's garbage work that no one likes. But at the end of the day, my girlfriend still fucks me. Do you think my fan base really likes that? No, that's not really that. No, great, you're getting laid at the end of the day, bro. But that's not actually producing good entertainment. That's not what we're all here for. We're not here to hear about you getting laid. That's basically what left-wing run, corporations are these days, whether it be Hollywood or video games or fuck the comic book industry. That's where they are right now. They don't do anything right. They make basically nothing people want anymore, but hey, I'm sure the left-wing activist women in the office really appreciate you relentlessly virtue signaling that you're a safe, heckin' wholesome, chungus? Something like that? One of the, something that isn't Chad, because it isn't. Vengeance for Westwood now would be probably apt. I think it's a little late, but, if EA dies horribly in a pit of its own failures, that is acceptable. Because they're really not useful anymore. They're just a big repository for IPs that we can buy from the Saudi Arabians later at a price. It will be expensive, but at the end of the day, will have a price tag, right? It'll be expensive, but it'll be for sale, right? You can get it out of them if you buy it. If you actually pay them what they want, you can get it, and then you might be able to save something. But, so, I don't know what's gonna come of this, though, because I haven't really seen, the Saudi Arabians also bought Tecmo, I believe, some time ago. Or SNK. No, it was SNK. SNK Playmore, I believe, is their company now. So, I haven't seen anything out of them, though, that would lead me to believe that that's a good thing overall, even if it, means that we still have, attractive women with huge thighs in a fighting game. Maybe that's maybe that's it, right? Maybe that's what we're really getting. Maybe that's the sign I should be looking at. Chun-Li's thighs still being absolutely fucking massive. Himbo, I think. Yeah, heckin' wholesome himbo. That sounds about right? Even though I hate it, but it would sound about right for them. Yeah, so yeah, that's I don't know.
We've been detected.
We don't have the established pedigree for that one yet. Hey, Blap.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Got the son of a bitch. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna pre-position to shoot at the German battleship formation that comes over here. Thought that was gay, guys. I don't even know what the fuck any of these people means. I see people, on social media that are using acronyms that I don't understand anymore. I'm old and I don't like it! One of the more common ones is, do you FW? What the fuck does that mean, bro? I'm from fucking 2000. What does that mean? What are you talking about? How do I know if I FW with you or don't anymore? I don't know. Grandpa Simpson was right all along. Yes, he was. That is like, you know, getting old in the modern era. Getting old as a millennial is looking online and seeing people use acronyms that you don't understand, you're not familiar with.
Commander, we've been detected.
That's what being old as a millennial is now. Gods, you are now old, Goon. I hate it! I hate it. I hate every single second of it. But, you know, it's good to see things that are happening. Ow, I'm being shot. I don't like this happening, though. It's good to see things are happening out there, though, but I don't really know if any of them are good, because most of the things currently aren't very good at all. Ow! Son of a bitch! Go away! Why aren't my team, like, viciously farming all the damage? What's wrong with you people? I usually have to compete with you to do anything! Kill the guy who's shooting me!
Problem solved, sir.
Kill him! Okay, so I should be able to get into firing range. That is an island. Fonto, that is an island. Fonto, you can't shoot that man because he is behind an island. Okay, the Shimakaze... actually, my torps will get there before the Shimakaze. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the Pryushin. I'm gonna dive and get the fuck away from these guys, and I'm gonna shoot at the Hanover as I'm retreating. What? 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 Huh? What? What do you mean, collision? There's nothing here! What? Is this the final countdown? What? Am I being sucked through a time warp here? Am I being attacked by something immaterial, unknowable? What the fuck is this? Stuck on heavy water. Dense water! Ah! Well, I'm just gonna sit here now because if I surface, I can't do anything. So I guess we're just sitting here now, guys. We're stuck. It's like an episode of Star Trek where they get stuck in a nebula. Or like the Toonami, like, Intruder 2.0 shit. Where we're stuck in some sort of stasis field and I can't move. Send out the docks. Go get them to kill the Germans. Start a net ARG. Get people to, you know, pilot the docks and save us.
Commander, we've been detected.
Sir, I can't fucking move. What do you want me to do about it? Like, if we wiggle around, can we get out of this? This is very interesting. It would appear that the terrain here is too high, or the hitbox is too high. Someone at Wargaming should probably have a look at this. So yeah, right about here, you should probably have a look at this this underwater island here. This this submerged rock. It appears to have a hitbox taller than it is. I appear to be stuck in some kind of temporal loop. It's not good. My battery is still draining. It's like being stuck in time, but you're still starving to death. It's not good. You're not going to last forever, even if time stands still. Can I surface now? Now that everybody's dead? Oh, okay. Okay, now we can get off the seabed. Oh, okay. Okay, so basically, the submarine wanted to ram into the seabed, and going up fixed it. Okay. Shame about all my damage, though. Yeah, we're just gonna fire those torps just generally in the direction of all those guys, and we're gonna see what happens. Good luck, chat! I'm firing my torpedoes blind! Yep, so we're just gonna, like, yeah, just throw those torpedoes off in that direction. We're just gonna sail away. Well, we're just gonna let nature take its course. Or, you know, physics. Will any of those hit the battleship? No. Will any of those hit the destroyer? Actually, well, actually, no. That guy was already hit by a bomber. That guy might have gotten hit by that, but no. I don't know where he's going, so I'm just gonna guess. Those are going online? Yes? No. No. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. Okay, the last thing of value we could do right now is the carrier. We're kind of just fucking around here. It's been fun, but obviously, as you can see, the submarines are difficult to play. They can very easily be knocked entirely out of, like, the running for having a good game. The operations aren't intrinsically designed for them, nor were they altered. The only thing they did is they added the ability for enemy ships to use, you know, depth charge planes. That's the only thing they did to change these. So these aren't really conducive or forgiving. You could still function, but man, is it difficult that if you fuck it up, you're kind of just flopping around like a dead fish in the wind. And also, you know, it doesn't help if you ram a submerged object that isn't real, but it still holds you there like it is. Okay, so those guys are in range, so I guess what we're going to do is just fire torpedoes blindly in their direction. He is not going that direction anymore. I do not know where those torps are going to go, but they're going to go. Mm-hmm. They're going to go. Look at them go. They're going. Okay. There's Adler, which we will attempt to shoot. Our Adler is moving outside torpedo range. Those may not hit him. That's a problem. Turn the beat around. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. A lot of submarine fighting is just doing this repeatedly. Sometimes it's like zoning in a fighting game. You're just kind of sitting on the same spot, firing projectiles outwards, hoping they hit people, or force them into a position that makes them easier to hit. Unfortunately, the guy that I was aiming at this entire time has now died. God damn it. Ah, yes, I'm trying to zone my opponent, but they keep dying of old age before, you know, my shots connect. Man! Hey, he's dead.
Commander, we've been detected.
Oh, for the love of fuck, go away. I know you're cheating, but go the fuck away. I don't know what's gonna happen with those torpedoes out there, but something yeah, they burned out. I didn't get any damage. I don't know where the Adler is, but we're gonna fucking find him. There's the boat. He's too far away for me to see. He's over there, though. No, I have to stay down here because the torpedo bombers are sitting directly on top of my head. Wondrous video game mechanics. I will make it in time, and I will probably just shotgun the Adler and call it a day. He's about right about there. Hey, torpedo bombers, could you, like, fuck off? Hey, I know you're cheating, but could you, like, fuck off, please? Thanks. Where the boat? Where that boat? I know he's right there. He's right fucking there. He's right there. He's right there. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. See? Knew he was right there. He's slowly changing direction and speed, which is bad. Fuck off! Yeah, right, you do turn around, because you don't know where I am. No one does. I'm invisible. I'm the kid in elementary school wearing sunglasses. I'm invisible and cool. And the one I thought had more time to get to the end of the map, and it got there too fast. Man, that was a terrible game. I still got over 100,000 damage, though. That's okay. I was here. That's really it. No one hears a word they say, but if they could, they'd think it's really cool. They were actually making a lot of money here, too. That's actually great. Granted, I have premium, but that's free premium. They keep giving that shit away from the events, but actually, no, we're making pretty okay amount of money. Torp range and what your detectability is at your current depth. It's really... At your current depth, though, Nihilism, I didn't know they did that, but that would be nice. Detectability at your current depth. That I didn't know was actually a thing. It's the same mission again, though. Hopefully this time we won't be stuck in a temporal rift. I main subs, it's a must. Yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff that's actually, you know, that's the Wargaming hasn't thought you needed, but is probably pretty good. So, good to know there's mods for that. I do have the mod manager, I just haven't updated it in a billion goddamn years, because it keeps fucking breaking, even in between patches. It's hilarious how the entire internet gaslit themselves into believing that song was in Metal Gear Solid 5. Well, Destroyer, that song is... The thing about Invisible is the fact that it sounds totally like a song that would be in a video game. It has that quality to it. Not just Metal Gear Solid. That's just kind of the subject matter that fits. It's a song about being invisible and, you know... Metal Gear is a stealth game. That just kind of fits. But it feels like... It feels so totally like a Breaking Benjamin Blow Me Away sort of moment, right? Like, oh, that's in Halo 2, even though it's not really in Halo 2. Or like fucking Incubus Follow, but we haven't heard that game. We haven't heard that song since the original because the remaster can't actually put it in the song. Oh, they can't actually put it in the game because they don't have the rights no more. Turn and maintain direction. We're gonna take a wild ass guess and say, yeah, about there. Eat shit. Even though we have to go this way. Since they're here, that means the fleet's gonna be over there. I mean, it's a legitimately good song, yes, but it has that I'm so totally in a hit video game feeling to it. That's kind of why everyone kind of got that around, even though we kind of... If it was made, it totally would have been in Metal Gear Solid 5. If it had been made at the time, it totally would have gotten in there. It feels like a song he would have picked, too. And I missed all the torps. Damn it. See, again, as I keep saying, the secret sauce of Hideo Kojima is he's a song effect writer. It's really what it is. Like, if you really get deep down into what he's writing, it's half reading shit the CIA declassifies, and the other half is song effect writing. That's it. That's a secret. How do I know this? Because I've been accused of being a song effect writer, and I know exactly how it works. I don't know if any of those are going to hit, but we're going to figure it out. Oh, that's
Commander,
too.
we've been detected.
I didn't actually mean to do that, but whoops, too close. I once played the Snake Eater song and asked, which James Bond film did this come from? It's almost like that was the intention. This is not from a James Bond film, but if it was, what would it sound like? And Snake Eater.
Commander, we've been detected.
Guess which James Bond film is it from? The one where James Bond is being played by Kurt Russell. Hideo Kojima wants to be a movie director and is forced to put interactive bits in his weird-ass movies. Yes, but he also gotta start by being the guy who figured out how to do a stealth game. So that's kind of why he is where he is, but he does in fact want to just make movies. He would be David Cage if he didn't have any experience whatsoever. If you remove the I figured out how to make stealth games on the NES, he would just be David Cage. Now, we all enjoy Hideo Kojima's style of gameplay and, you know, what he does. But you have to admit that he's one of the most inefficient people, like, to be in a directive role, because he just does random shit and folly. It's good random shit and folly, but it takes a long time to come together. Which makes him very, very fucking expensive. So he's still got a good sense of, like, cinema, because he watches movies a lot. He's also got a good sense for music, because he listens to music a lot, and he writes song fics. How do I know this? Because referencing Diamond Dogs was something I totally would have done. Fuck, I was thinking about it before Metal Gear Solid 5 even came out. But now you can't fucking do that!
Commander, we've been detected.
You can't actually listen to Diamond Dogs and write anything like that anymore. Because everyone will think you're just ripping off of Hideo Kojima, even if you had the ideas before. But joke's on you. Joke's on you. I know Pretty Things by David Bowie is where he got Death Stranding. I know. No one knows this, but I know. I can see it. Hideo Kojima is great because he's someone who balances plausible detail with slapstick moments. He's got a good flow about him, but the thing is with Hideo Kojima is he takes forever. Which, well, look at me. Look how long it's taken me to actually put out anything relating to entertainment. You know, all of the nothing that I have been able to put out. I swear to God, I will do it one day though. Sometimes creators take about 1 billion goddamn years to put things together.
Direct front.
Hideo Kojima is a successful person, but it takes him a long-ass time to do things. Which is understandable, because every time he does that, they're fucking good. But that means that he needs that time, and it's very expensive. When are we gonna get X Gonna Give It To You Part 2? When I have any reason to go back to SFM whatsoever. Maybe when I'm actually set and content, maybe I will go back and animate that just for the sake of entertainment. And say, here, I did it, guys, leave me alone. I will now move on to the second phase of my life, wherein I will be known as the dude who makes RPG Maker horror games. Like The Dead and Sylvanas, which is like one of the first things I'm gonna try and actually do. But casual reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a timeline where young Fonto, kept with SFM, actually gave you Save-As.DMX Part 2, and is now a porn director. A respected and high-quality porn director, but a porn director. But that's okay, though. It's all legitimate now. I make very high-quality animation with fluid dynamics and rendering. Ooh! And I know lots of female voice actresses that like to make moaning noises in their microphones. It's great.
Commander, we've been detected.
Quentin Tarantino of porn movies. Yeah. When's the next batch of music to vibe to? Oh my god, people remember I'm a vaporwave artist. Yes, I did have a musical career. Making really kind of shoddy samples in Sony Vegas. Which is just Vegas now. But that wasn't even done in like an audio editing software. That is just Sony Vegas. Do you know why? It's because Sony Vegas started as an audio editing a piece of software before they added the whole video editing part. So there's still a lot of audio editing shit in there. But I can down pitch and repeat samples to make song. Yeah. Possible ones that will do full body scans for your game. Man, I've seen some of the shit porn SFM artists do. They are better than some major CGI companies. Yes, because they make a lot of money, and they're also artists. They're not businesses. They are artists. They are craftsmen. You may now picture me with a hammer and chisel, just hammering out just a woman's abdomen out of fucking marble, because that's what these people are. That's what those people do. I respect them for that, but that's not the road that I went down. But how would the song go if Fonto went down that direction? It would be, I want to be an SFM director? With a hit SFM porn game. Da 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 da. Something large casting couch. Because again, yeah, that's one other thing that you know people say they like to down on people who make porn like that and like, oh my god, you're a creepy, disgusting weirdo. And then you look at all the female voice actresses that they know that are there. Granted, they pay money. You know, you have to pay them to get to do work, but there are a lot of willing voice actresses. And people just turn around and call that female empowerment. Well, how are you getting the fucking empowerment if you don't have the director, bro?
Commander, we've been detected.
So as David Bowie said, sound and vision, man. But if you don't have the vision, what are you gonna do with the sound, bro? Though granted, people will pay for that on its own, but not necessarily as much.
The ship is on fire.
Just AI remaster it for an April Fool's joke. Yeah, I'll get AI to deliver it for you. Yep, phone it in. Yeah, by that point, I probably will be able to use AI to do shit like that. And all those torps missed. What a shame. Yeah, this is a junk game. But it's 9 o'clock. I think I'm good for now anyway. Short stream, but, well, we're getting back to normal working hours, right? One of SFM Fato's spells would be Summon Dire Casting Couch. Dire Casting Couch. Women sit on it and become horny. Ooh! Charmed. Ah! So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy, you know, just being a submarine. Because you know, that's the other reason why I did kind of think about buying Archerfish, because I do like spending time at depth. This is nice. It's peaceful. I like this. But the problem is that you can't stay under here for the entire game. You can with the Archerfish though, but I like actually being underwater. I like this. This is why I would tolerate, you know, having to work a little harder in order to actually, you know, use acoustic homing torps. But I like just sitting under here. Well, I might as well shoot at them.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Even though they're going to be dead by the time I shoot them.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Bro, he is too far away. But I probably should have gone out there instead of coming back over here. Here is your torpedoes. You are already dead. Actually, no. Wait. No. No. No, those will actually hit. I'll actually get that kill. How about that? I did something!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Well, that's all. I'm aside from the carrier. Yeah, but the blood pit was one of the funnier moments in the Metal Gear stream. I was trying to make moments like that happen. But the thing... It's one of those things where you have to... have to know how to play a game in a way that's conducive to causing funny shit to happen. And when you're playing a game for the first time, you're not gonna know how to do that. Even if it's a familiar game, like, say, Metal Gear Solid 3. A lot of us have played that before, you know, we owned a PS2. But the problem is we also didn't know how the remake was going to actually, you know, handle and function. So it was one of those, you know, it's one of those odd things where I tried to make entertaining things happen, but I didn't feel like I did a lot of them. But maybe we can make something out of the blood pit. Maybe that'll make a good TikTok. Enter the blood pit, where the men enter the vents and be absolutely massacred by a man with a fork. Thunderman found the blood pit. Yeah, that. At least you didn't get stuck on heavy water. Yep. All right, though, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it here. I'm going to be playing like shit for the rest of the night if I keep going. But, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. I've been your host, Fontaman, and thank you for joining me for yet another stream. I will see you next time, where we will find something to do. As for Vampire the Masquerade, I will see about getting on with that, in addition to, see about having a talk with Spartan, seeing how busy he is to play more Abiotic Factor with the Boschkudestein patrons. A lot of things got kind of gummed up and got put on hold here, but we'll mangle back to starting and we'll find some things to do. I will complete things, as you saw us play Metal Gear Solid Delta. We finished it. I can still finish things, and there's also the Division as well on top of all the other things that I haven't finished. But I finished things eventually! Even though I know a lot of people have been waiting for a lot of other things, and now it doesn't really seem like there's really a point to finishing them, but you know what? They still bother me. So, one of these fucking days, we'll I'll find a place to finish everything, I suppose, and feel content. Or maybe I'll just feel content and we can leave it at that. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see you next time.